Hey guys, so sorry for this little bit of a out of sequence footage. Just want to make a quick announcement that I forgot to do at the end of the video. I want to throw this in first. Is that I just wanted to thank ChromeGraphics for making the new channel background, which is very cool. I was very impressed. So a big shout out to him. Thanks a lot for doing that. If you guys want to check out his channel, it's going to be linked in the annotation and in the description below. So thanks again. Looks great, and definitely go check his channel out. So jump you guys over to Mods of the Week. Enjoy. Hey guys, this is the Tuninator, and this is Mods of the Week episode 11. So, 4 mods today. The first one I'm going to show is called Rust Town. It's basically a mod that adds kind of an extra... Sorry about that, it's just something I was experimenting with for another mod. It's basically a mod that adds kind of like an extra area, like a little town on the map. It's still got a lot of ways to go before it's like really fully done, but it's interesting, so I thought I'd put it up here so you guys can kind of keep an eye on it and see how things develop. So this right here is how to get to it at first. It's the train to Rust Town, which is right down here. You can't run to it normally. I believe you can fast travel out of it, or out of the entrance rather, once you get there, but you can't walk there. You have to take this train, which is located south of the Powder Gamer Camp. So you can see it's just this big structure right here. It's supposed to be inside a hangar. So we're just gonna go inside. And like I said, it's still got a lot of ways to go. It still needs a lot of fleshing out, but it's pretty impressive. I mean, the whole thing's built by modern, fairly coherent. So I think if they stick with it, it's definitely got some very real potential. The thing that really hurts it at the moment is kind of a lack of full voice acting, a little spotty writing for some of the characters. But so you can see, it's just a big indoor city and a hangar. You know, they got
hello.
NPCs, not fully voiced, you can see, but still they're there. You know, plenty of ambient scenery. This place definitely looks very much so in keeping with Spirit of Fallout. You got an armory over here. Again, some more guys walking around.
Morning.
So while maybe not be voiced yet, it definitely does look like a settlement you might expect to find in Fallout, which is nice because a lot of mods like this will just throw crap like plasma screen TV and things like that everywhere, which can be funny. But me personally, I like the mods to kind of actually feel like they could be in the actually in the game, which this doesn't, and that's nice. Let's kind of just go up here, get an overview of the whole thing. And like I said, it's still in development, so definitely keep an eye on it. I think the guy's definitely gonna do some pretty cool things with it. So this is Rust Town for you. Not too much to it. There's a settlement. You just got shops, bars, player house, I believe, all that kind of jazz. So it's nice, and a nice addition to the settlements available in the game, especially since New Vegas doesn't have a ton of, like Fallout 3, it doesn't really have a ton of really well-populated and active settlements scattered around. So we're going to try and fast travel out to Good Springs, where I'm going to show the last 3. Let's see, you can fast travel out of here. So I have 3 more mods to show you, one dealing with chems and stuff, one dealing with binoculars, which is actually pretty cool, and then one... yeah, sorry about that, I was messing around with some chems earlier while I was testing the mod. And then the last one just added a bunch of armor. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Better Binoculars mod. For those of you who had found binoculars, you may have noticed that they're not really that great. They're interesting to have, but they give you like a really small field of view, and they're not really that good at actually magnifying. You can, by the way, if you haven't found them, there's a couple places to find them around the map, but I think I found them at Ranger Station Echo. I think I found a pair at. So check down there. If you look around, you can find them lying around on the map. It's not only if you got the whatever pre-order pack was. But anyways, the Better Binoculars mod has a bunch of different options to make binoculars look not only more realistic, but also much more helpful. So you can see this actually has a very, very nice zoom on it. Nothing too ridiculous, but I do believe it's better than the original binoculars zoomed by a fair amount, and it has a much more realistic field of vision, because those of you who use binoculars, you know, it doesn't look like the tiny, you know, dual holes that the original binoculars are. So there's tons of different options. You can make them insanely well, or insanely high zooming. You can make them, you know, the dual circles if you like that better. You can pretty much suit it to your purposes. The only real downside is it lets you see the kind of not fully rendered areas, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? Hopefully the next Fallout on the Skyrim engine doesn't really have such noticeable issues. but that's really not to be helped. So yeah, better binoculars. It's cool, looks a lot better, makes using the binoculars more believable, more fun, and if you really want to use it,
care about the most?
if you really, sorry for like, just waxing philosophical or distract me for a second. If you really want to use them to just do, ooh, that's weird. Ooh, moving on. If you really want to use them to do just crazy stuff like ridiculous enhancement, then you can in fact do that. So the next mod I want to show you is it's called Drugs Are Bad Mmkay, and basically what it does is adds like really just ridiculous effects to a lot of the drugs to simulate the fact that you're like injecting yourself with like really ridiculous dangerous substances. It basically just adds some kind of trippy effects and ridiculous things to a bunch of different drugs. It's very funny, and it's also just interesting to see what happens. So I'll show off a couple of them before showing off the big doozies. So we'll try do some jet, psycho, steady, and you can see everything just kind of gets blurry and very vividly colored. And the effects for the minor drugs don't really last too long. Like these aren't really that bad, but if you add in some of the wackier ones, you can get some very interesting combinations. But anyways, so this is all well and good, you know, weird colors and slight blurriness. But the real prize so far goes to the Super Stim Pack for reasons you'll see. It's like I have to eat a grenade first to damage myself, so I can actually take one. But prepare to be thoroughly amazed. Now, I'm not sure if this is, yeah, you can see when combined with other drugs, it has a very interesting effect, and we might actually have to walk this one off at Dr. Mitchell's because I might say like this for the rest of the video. But you can see just this is the worst it gets, but it's just like absolutely nuts. Really funny if you wanted to play like kind of a chematic character. It spices up the game a bit, if you will. Looks like the color changing one is fading off a bit there, but some kind of interesting stuff. Yeah, so the colors are back to normal, but Super Stim Packs are still on, so let's take a shot at doing the rest of the video, because you know what? Oh, that's one. If it gets to be too bad, then we'll change it. But the last one is the TGS Armor Collection, which is right in here. Basically, adds just a bunch of different player armors, things like that, to the game. Some of them still seem to need a little work from what I've seen. I know I was testing one earlier that kind of had some issues, but that may just be on my end, and it's quite cool. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Let's see, so they got some weapons as well. So let's try that. Oh, and we are not tripping balls anymore for the moment, anyways. So yeah. Imagine trying to take one of those and then fight afterwards. Real hoot. So let's just try the couple ones I pulled out. See how those look. And yeah, you can see how the colors and everything are still way off, which is pretty hilarious. Just check that out. So you can see it. Yeah, this happens on mine. I'm not really sure why. I think it's an issue on my end with textures because I have like Fook and TaylorMade installed. Like on my surrounds, but you can see the outfit colors change as I look around. I'm not really sure why it does that, but I believe that's an issue on my end. But that actually kind of does show you all the different kinds of outfits you can wear at the same time. So for mod purposes, it's actually demonstration purposes, that's actually quite useful. So you can see this is actually showing pretty much every different kind of color of this outfit you can get. See if I have any of the other ones on me to check those out. And again, I'm pretty certain that's an issue on my end, so I don't want that to put you off the mod. I just been having that problem. I'm almost certain it's from a conflict with Fook or something like that, so I would not worry about it. You can see, again, just another. I still have my TaylorMade stuff on as well, the neck and the shoulders, so that's kind of messing with it a bit. But again, just some of the different colors, and another just cool mod that adds some nice extra weapons and armor to the game if you're looking for that kind of stuff. So that's all the ones I have for today. As always, hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, mods of your own, things like that, definitely send them to me. I'll check them out. A lot of the mods I do for mods of the week are sent by users, probably the majority, as a matter of fact. So ooh, some interesting more effects there. So if you have a cool mod you found that I haven't featured yet, definitely send it on to me. Just shoot me a message. It takes 2 seconds, and I will guarantee you I will check it out at the very least. So hope you enjoyed. This is the Tuninator, and I will see you all later.